Sui is an L1 blockchain coming in a few months. Testnet is already live, so you can do many actions to be qualified for a potential crypto airdrop. I already talked about that on the channel, and this video is about the newest updates on what's coming next. So first of all, Sui just announced the Wave 1 being ended, the Wave 1 being the phase 1 of the testnet, and there's a recap on the website that I'm going to go through. Secondly, I will go through different startups in the Sui ecosystem and also talk about the community grants, how you can engage to have even more chance at crypto airdrop, but also learn about Sui and learn about the products within the ecosystem and maybe make your salary this way or even work for the Sui Foundation. So this is really great. Let's get started with Sui Testnet Wave 1 recap. Basically, Sui Testnet Wave 1 came to an end on December 1st after a multi-week run. We successfully achieved our goal of practicing decentralized coordination and incident response and geo-distributed Sui network with independent validators and node operators. So basically what they did, they tested different things related to the infrastructure, to the technology that they've been running, related to multi-nodes, related to how people coordinate their efforts. Generally, there are very cool statistics on how many transactions they did. There are already over 22 million transactions. There's already 11 million NFTs on chain. Total packages published 2,600. Total coins dispensed by faucet 251 billion. And there's also requests served by Testnet faucet globally at the level of 4 million as well. So this is really big, and they're happy with the results, basically fixing different bugs, fixing different risks related to running those nodes. This is really cool. They are now preparing for the Wave 2 and testing a bunch of other things like stake delegation, tokenomics, epoch management. This is really the testnet wave that is coming in early 2023. This is one thing which is really big. They did a really nice work here. The second thing coming is Sui Token Community Access Program, and it's all about actually getting in on the action, doing things for the community and engaging more. Right now there are two funds being distributed, so Sui Foundation is going to distribute some of the funds to make Sui community as engaged as possible. Right now there's a developer grant program, so it provides funds for teams building native open source applications. And on the other hand, we have Sui Delegation Program, which delegates Sui tokens to community-run validators in order to help bootstrap their operations. But then there will be 3 more programs, basically for ambassadors, empowering community members with tools and resources to promote Sui projects and technology and share Sui knowledge with local communities. University outreach program, so tapping into developers of tomorrow. Educating is always cool. And then there's educational program that rewards those who spend time learning and researching Sui, sharing knowledge with the wider Sui community. So right now, as they mentioned, developer grant currently operational. You can already apply for that with your project if you're building something on Sui, and more programs are coming soon as well. So the mainnet should be live in the next couple of months. This is what they've mentioned on the Twitter. So I would expect something like March, April, probably 2023 for the mainnet launch. And right now this is the best time to learn about Sui more, maybe code something on the move and deploy that to the testnet, and also play around with various projects. You can still play around on testnet and probably get an airdrop later on, either from Sui or one of the projects, because many of those projects will have their own coins as well. So what I wanted to mention is also this great list of trending projects in the Sui ecosystem, and I'm going to quickly go through that. Of course, links to everything are down below in the description to this video, so if you want to watch that and follow the links, then just click down below. There's this cool text from BitKeep Academy about the Sui ecosystem and the projects, and they have a bunch of categories. So first of all, cross-chain bridge, especially Wormhole is known from Solana, but they're working across blockchains, and they're building various stuff to go with funds from one blockchain to another. Pretty cool stuff. Then, of course, DeFi. DeFi is already big, and people are trying to do different stuff with DeFi, from different pools to things like launchpads, basically also borrowing, lending, everything that you would expect from a proper DeFi. There's already an application for that, or some team working on that on the Sui Testnet, and you can test that to a certain extent. I was already talking in one of my videos about Araya Finance, and I will go on and talk about other projects as well in my upcoming videos. So the next thing is DEXs. Of course, you need to exchange your tokens to another tokens to have an ecosystem for DeFi. So any kind of improvements of Uniswap, or actually Uniswap version built on Move, are great for the ecosystem. There are already a bunch of DEXs, as you can see. Also very cool stuff is NFTs. NFTs really popularized crypto last year, so it's only natural that you will have a bunch of NFT markets. Also on Sui, if you want to have people coming and buying NFTs and trading them. So there's already a couple of NFT markets. I mentioned Blue Move on one of my videos, but I will be covering most of them also in the upcoming video as well. Then we have already a bunch of NFT collections. Of course, Sui Punks is people always do a copy of a punk on a new blockchain, but there's also a bunch of other collections that you might be interested in. Next category that we'll do a separate video about is GameFi, so NFT games, blockchain games that are living on Sui. There's already a bunch of games. The list is actually much bigger than that. I will cover that in another video. Finally, infrastructure, Sui names. I was mentioning that wasn't working properly last time. Might probably work better right now. But basically, those are different apps that allows you to either do something cool, or maybe register a name, do something for the infrastructure. So this is it for the list. This is a really cool list of like very succinct, all cool stuff is here. Really like what Sui is doing with all this recap, all this testing. They're probably preparing for really a great launch next year for the mainnet. I'm going to do the updates on my channel, so if you want to follow the journey, subscribe to the channel, do not miss anything on Sui. And this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching.